Micheal Morales has just knocked out Gilbert Burns in the first round, and what a performance. Put the welterweight division on notice with that. No one I can think of has done that to Gilbert Burns. His last fight against Sean Brady obviously dominated, but he didn't knock him out in the first round, or he didn't sub him in the first round. JDM, he was getting not dominated, but Gilbert Burns, I thought, was winning. Won the second round and was winning the third round, then obviously got finished in the last minute. And even like the Khamzat Chimaev one, it was to a decision, absolute war. Bilal Muhammad to decision. But Micheal Morales destroyed Gilbert Burns. I was actually in disbelief because I thought Gilbert Burns was going to win. I actually did. I thought Micheal Morales, I thought he hadn't been tested enough, and Gilbert Burns was going to show the experience over the youth, but that was not the case at all. Micheal Morales, his power in his hands is crazy. It looked like Burns had never felt power like that before, the way he curled up into a ball and just took it. Like, that doesn't really happen to Burns. And it's weird because Micheal Morales, he is like obviously unbelievable, but I feel like even then he didn't show his true potential. He was just so good in that first round, destroyed Burns, and I can't wait to see him fight an even higher level fighter now. At first, like, I obviously was picking Gilbert Burns to win. I thought Gilbert Burns was going to win, but even when I'm watching it, I'm thinking, oh, if Morales wins, I can't really see him beating a Shavkat Rakhmonov or Joaquin Buckley or JDM. But now, my mind has been changed. I can see him damaging them, and that power is crazy. He's got good takedown defense, and his striking seems a lot more sensible. I watched all his fights, and his striking's a lot more sensible, a lot more tactical as the more experience he's got, and he's still young. I think he's 25, 26, and he is a real deal in the welterweight division. Who I'd like to see him fight next? I'd like to see him fight either Leon Edwards or Colby Covington, maybe, or maybe if Kevin Holland wins, maybe Kevin Holland. But still, actually, yeah, I'd probably go Leon Edwards, to be honest, because I think Leon, he needs that step down in not step down, but step down in the rankings. He's fought the best of the best for years and years and years. Now let's test him against someone up and coming and see what he does against them. And if it is a striking match, it'll likely be a striking match. And Leon Edwards, I think he will be wanting a striking match next to get his groove back, to see what he's about still. And Micheal Morales versus Leon Edwards, that would be a sick fight, absolute fireworks. And I could see Micheal Morales finishing Leon Edwards. That power is insane. And Leon Edwards, he's obviously got the knockout over Usman, but he's not much of a finisher. A lot of his fights do go to decision. So I can see Micheal Morales finishing Leon Edwards more than I can see Leon Edwards finishing Micheal Morales. A couple of other people he could fight. He could maybe fight the loser of Usman versus Buckley, because that's in a couple of weeks, kind of works out well with timeline. But I think Leon Edwards would be a good fight. Maybe the fight on the Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier card. It's like a feature fight on the main card. That'd be really good. Or even the Dracus Duplessis versus Khamzat Chimaev in Chicago card. That'd be a good one. Gilbert Burns, where does he go from here? I think it's a weird one with Gilbert Burns because he is old. He's been around for absolutely ages, and I don't think he's going to retire. He would have retired in the cage there. He has lost 4 in a row, but look at the 4 he's lost to: Bilal Muhammad, JDM, Sean Brady, and now Micheal Morales, who looks like the real deal. So it's a hard situation he's in. If Micheal Morales doesn't fight Colby Covington, and then maybe Gilbert Burns could fight Colby Covington, but I reckon if Kevin Holland beats Vicente Luque, they'll give Kevin Holland versus Colby Covington. But I think Gilbert Burns versus Colby is a pretty good fight. Maybe a Gilbert Burns versus Wonderboy 2, or Gilbert Burns versus Randy Brown. He's just won recently in a pretty dominant fashion against Nicholas Dalby, so that could be a good fight too. Couple of other fights on the card, because the card was really good. Mayran Santos beat Sadiq Youssef, and I was really impressed with the performance. I did have it 30-27, Mayran Santos. I had him winning every round, and I'd like to see him fight maybe like an Edson Barboza next. And I am really impressed with him. He is a very good striker, and his takedown defense seemed really good. He obviously seen a lot better in this fight compared to the Francis Marshall fight, and I am very impressed with him. So I'd like to see him fight maybe like an Edson Barboza or someone like that. I was gutted for Paul Craig. How gutted would you be? You trained 8 weeks, you're ready to go, and then 2 hours before you fight or an hour before you fight, it gets cancelled. But I think they are going to move that on to next week or the week after. So hopefully that does get moved, maybe to the pay-per-view. I think that's pretty fair. And it was a great card, loads of finishes. That's the thing with the UFC, even if it's not the greatest card with the biggest names, it's a good chance the card's going to be pretty good, because MMA is the best sport in the world. Boxing, it can be boring. It's hard for an MMA fight to be boring these days. Obviously there is obviously loads and loads of fights that can be boring, but it's much more common that the fight will be good, and all you need is a pretty good finish, and the fight's pretty good. There was loads of finishes today. I think there was only about 3 or 4 decisions. I don't even think that. I think there was 2 or 3 decisions, but great card. And Micheal Morales, fair play. Let me know who you think he should fight next, and what do you think of the card. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you later.